What's up everyone, Silent Haven here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be recreating some tones off of Silent Hill 3, more specifically End of Small Sanctuary. Got the vinyl right here. Definitely one of my favorite soundtracks, okay? I used to think this was my favorite. I think I'm leaning more towards 2 these days, but this is a banger OST. Yeah, not as many guitar tracks on this soundtrack as there was on the previous game. Both games, first and second. Only a couple, but yeah, this game turned 22, I believe, last week. So why not try to recreate some tones from my favorite track of the game? And I think a lot of people's favorite song. That song really just sets the mood for the multi-layered tone of this masterpiece. Alright guys, we're not going to be using the line 6 today. I figured I'd do it in the box completely for this video, just so it's a little bit more accessible to the masses, just using VSTs and such. Alright, let's go through the gear first. First up, we got my main stallion here, the Fender Squire Jaguar. I believe it's the Mexican Fiesta Red vintage series, made in Indonesia. Great guitar. It's got Seymour Duncan's, and it sounds great. Much like the last video, I am running this into my Roland GP8, and all I'm doing as far as pedals on that thing is just some EQ. I'm just boosting some mids and some highs to just give it a little bit more push. From the raw guitar tone itself. And then from there, I'm running it into the box here. And in the box, we got 4 different tones that I recreated for this track. The first one's just that main tone. I'm blending the 2 pickups here. And this is how that sounds. Yeah, that's the main tone. So for the tone, I'll show you. You can use Tone X and Amplitube together, which is what I'm doing. Okay, so in Tone X, you could download a bunch of tones online that people upload. So I basically just searched Fender Deluxe. All right, and this is the one I used, the Deluxe Reverb Crunch. And so basically, I just routed that through Amplitube here. I turned off the optional cab that you can route through, and I added an EQ, and all that's doing, I'm just bringing down some levels. Okay, and then from there, I'm putting it through an MV2, and that just gives it a bit of body, pushes it to the front more, and then I am putting it into my channel here. High pass, low pass, boosting some frequencies, nothing crazy, and a gate. And then this is kind of crazy, a little much. I was just playing around with it, this Kirchhoff EQ. So that, and then I actually am using an RVox. Again, just a lazy way to get it louder for vocals, but you can use it on whatever you want. So yeah, for this tone as well, kind of same deal as the last Silent Hill 2 tone video. If you didn't watch that, go check that out. It really comes down to your guitar and the pickups. It's pretty crucial in the sound. So that's the main tone, and then we got this lead that comes in shortly after the intro. And that's just basically doing this. That is using the same amp Pretty much the same chain all the way through, except for added another EQ that is rolling off some of the high and low frequencies. And for the Amplitube, so I added a chorus, Amplitube chorus, just a slight mono chorus, and a mono delay. Okay, and that's just a bounce back sound. Right? So yeah, that's the first lead part. And then the second lead is the phaser. Right, so that just comes in after the first lead part. And that is again the same tone as the previous one with the high pass, low pass filters. And I am just using the same delay, a slightly faster. And the phaser, I'm just using the stock Amplitube phaser on these settings here, kind of a slow. All right, moving on. We have got the last little piece of the pie, and that is those little accents you hear at the end that kind of glue it together. For that effect, we're just putting some reverb on and using the same amp. This time, I'm using a phaser as well as a vibrato. Right? Heavy delay. I just did it on here so that it's after these effects because I can't interject it into Amplitube. So, some phaser, as well as vibrato, and actually, I guess it's tremolo as well. Vibrato, tremolo, and a phaser, all working together. Mono. Oh, not the reverb. And then, yeah, just using some Valhalla vintage verb. And I think it sounds pretty good. I mean, pretty simple stuff. The Fender Deluxe, which again is similar to the amp from Silent Hill 1. Again, it was the pod that was used apparently, but I decided to try out the Amplitube to try and get a tone close enough to it. I tried with the pod, but it just wasn't, I didn't have the patience for it. Yeah, this is just what I came up with. If you think you can come up with better, I'd love to see it. Feel free to try it out for yourself. It's not perfect, but close enough. And so you can do other songs from the album on that with this main tone. Just maybe a little bit more crunch. Right? Again, not many guitar songs on this record. But, okay, guys. I think that's it for today's video. It's just a quick one. I have been working on other stuff. That's why I haven't been as active this past week. But, so please do stay tuned. I am going to be dropping some new music shortly. So leave any suggestions for what else you guys want to see, any specific songs, or just any suggestions you guys have for other videos. Please feel free to leave them. I will also be getting back to dropping weekly covers as soon as I finish up with this EP that I'm working on. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And make sure you like and subscribe if you ain't already. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.